Hello again, it's Mrs. Sutherland, and I am here showing you another tutorial for Photoshop, teach you how to use some more of the different things Photoshop can do. So earlier today I took this picture of Jared, of him playing his Switch, looking like he does often during the day. And I made it into this, and I'm going to show you how I did this and all the techniques I used to make this picture. So the first thing I did, which is the first thing I've been doing a lot lately, is going to my quick selection tool and clicking select subject. And again, this time I decided I wanted also this part of the couch selected, because I was sort of doing everything in the foreground in focus and everything in the background kind of swirly. So I need to add the couch, and that's pretty quick. I'm going to add some parts of his hair here. Anything else need to get added? This part of the couch arm. All right, so everything else needs to be subtracted. So I go up here to the subtract from selection, and then I start clicking on places that I want removed. This weird thing by his eyeball is not part of his face. And there's parts up here, and there is a picture frame that is also not part of his head. And let's see, in here, there we go. Uh-oh, went a little bit too far. I'm gonna have to add back part of his thumb there. And just clicking every place I want to add or subtract. Let's see, make sure that's included. I'm gonna try to clean up this area over here a little bit better. And I'm just clicking, and let's see, that looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to go ahead and mask that part. Okay, I can see I did a pretty good job here. I have my smoothness turned up because otherwise the edge, if it's really jagged, is not going to look good later for something else I'm going to do. I'm going to smooth it out quite a bit, and I think I'm going to feather it about 3 or 4 pixels, maybe a little bit more. All right, now this time, oops, what did I just do? What did I just do? That's interesting. Okay, that was weird. I don't know what just happened. My computer is being a little strange right now. Alrighty. So now for my output selection this time, I'm going to do a new layer with layer mask, because I'm going to do something to the original layer in the background. So click OK. And now if I see, I still have the same background. If I take away the background, so there's my original background. Let me just go to this magnifying glass and go to fit screen. There we go. All right, so the next thing I did was I made the background into a giant swirl. But before I do that, I think I'm going to actually do something I didn't do the other one and blur the background just a little bit. So if I go to select and, oh yeah, I have to select all. So I'm going to Command A and select this entire background layer. Then my selection, I'm going to modify it, and just kidding. Oh, do I forget how to do this? I don't want to do that. Where did it go? Oh, crap. Oh, right, filter. I'm going to blur the background a little bit. I'm going to do what's called a Gaussian blur. Now that's interesting. I guess it still has the background separate. So I'm just going to blur it a little bit. Okay. All right. And I like that. And then I am going to do a distortion and I'm going to twirl it. Ooh. Now originally it was way down here, but I put it up here. So click OK. Whoa. We've got a swirled background now. Okay. Very cool. So next, the next thing I did was I'm going to do Command D, and I'm going to deselect that. The next thing I did was I put a white line all around this front layer so where it's really popping from the back. And to do that, I double click on the layer and it brings up this layer style. And if you go to stroke, then as you can see, it puts a line around the outside. Right now it's black. Let's see, one of my favorite colors. Ooh, that might be a little too crazy. I think white looks a little bit better. Okay, make sure the position is on the outside, and then you can just change the size right here. You can go as fat or as skinny as you want to, and I think that looks pretty good. Click OK. Now I see right here I have a strange bump. Okay, that probably means there's some part of the layer mask that needs to go into the background. So I'm going to click on my layer mask. I'm going to go to my paintbrush or my brush tool, and I'm going to switch it to black, and then I'm going to sort of just paint down until I like that a little bit more. It's a little bit funny there too, isn't it? So, ooh, this might be too much. I'm going to undo that. There. Okay. I'm happy with that. All right. So let's go back to my original, what I did last time. See, last time I didn't blur it. I think I'm going to like it better with it blurred. So then I added these words. Do you think it's better? I think it's better blurred. All right. To add the words, I go here to the T, which is my typing tool, and I just make sort of a big box. Ooh. Now I'm using a font that I found for free online called Creepster. You can use, whatever font you want. And I'm just going to type in what I had there. And I have it as this green color, which is sort of our Hello Quest color. But then I wanted it to sort of be turned and shaped. So up here, there is a button, Create Warped Text. And I did the style of an arc, but there's all kinds of different styles you can do that look pretty cool. I did an arc, and I also did a horizontal distortion to where it looked like it was getting sucked into this vortex. So I'm going to hit OK, and then I'm actually going to go to my Move tool, and I'm going to move those words. Now I'm still not quite happy with how they look, so I'm going to do Command T, which is Transform, which is under Edit, Free Transform. I'm going to go outside of the blue box, and that's going to let me actually change the angle of my entire my words. Okay, I think I'm happy with that now. So next, if you'll see my original, I have a outline on my letters, and I also have this sort of creepy upward shadow. So we're going to create that next. Uh-oh, what happened? My computer is being a little slow. I apologize. I think it forgot the last thing I did. How fun. All right. It did forget. That's interesting. All right. Maybe I just didn't, oh, I didn't click to save it. Okay, that's fine. All right. So next I'm going to double click on that layer, come back to the layer objects where I can, layer style, where I can do stroke on the outside, but this time I'm going to do a black color. Okay. I'm going to go down to drop shadow, and I did hard light, and I'm going to make the distance pretty far. Not too far. If it goes too far, you can't really read it anymore. I'm going to make the size, no, I don't want to do that. All right. And my angle is the angle where my light is coming from needs to be down here so that it looks creepy. Right. Because things with, it looks like the light's coming from above, it looks more creepy. So I think this is finished. I actually like how this turned out better than my original that I did. In my original, I did not blur the background, and I think it looks better with the blurred background. I could even go in if I wanted to, and where did it go? On my text. I think I had it a little bit more bent on the other one, but either way. So thanks for joining me on this tutorial on making a video game zombie Photoshop, and I will see you next time.